trigonometric functions. After watching this video, I will be able to use a calculator and trigonometric functions to find ratios. So in a previous lesson, we were able to find ratios based on an image. So we were given a right triangle and we were able to find the hypotenuse or opposite side and create a ratio, which was just a fraction. So a decimal is also a ratio. And the reason we were able to create a ratio with an image is because we were talking about a specific angle. We just didn't know the angle measurement, which is why we needed the picture. But if we actually know what the angle measurement is, then we can just use our calculator to find the ratio or decimal. So here we want to find cosine of 31 degrees. 31 would be that angle measurement. So if we had the actual triangle, that angle would be 31 degrees. And I just need to use two things. I need to use my calculator and know how to use it correctly and round my answer correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a calculator. Now I'm going to use the Desmos scientific calculator. Your Edulastic also has a scientific calculator that comes up. And your phones have scientific calculators, but for this specific one, your phone might not give you the correct answer because there's certain settings that you need to make sure your calculator has. So even though we've been using calculators for a long time, chances are you've never changed the mode of the calculator. The default is usually radian, and radian is taking into account like pi and all of these things. If we are talking about degrees, then we need to be in degree mode. So in my Desmos calculator, that DEG stands for degree mode. If I were to click on it, it changes into radian, and I don't want that. Otherwise, I will get the wrong answer. So I'm going to click on cosine, 31 degrees, and my calculator is going to do all the work. So here I have a very large decimal, and that takes us to our second step where we have to round. So we want to round our answer to nearest 10th thousand. So I have this chart for your reference, which you can look up on your notes. So the 10,000ths would be that fourth number. So I need to have four numbers after decimal place. So I need to look at that fifth number and decide, do I round up or do I stay the same? So to answer my question, I need to look at my decimal, 8571. And then my fifth point is going to determine if I round up or stay the same. Because it is 5 or more, we round up. So I'm going to round that number up. So my answer would be 0.8572. So let's do another example. I'm going to go open up my calculator. I'm going to make sure I'm in degree mode, which I am. Degree mode, and then tangent of 30. Then I need to round to the nearest 10,000ths. So that's 0.5773. And then that fifth place is going to determine if I round up or I stay the same. Because it's 5 or more, we round that number up. So the correct answer would be 0.5774. You try, find the value of the trigonometric ratio to the nearest 10,000ths. So we want to open up our calculator, and we are taking sine 56. And then I end up with 0.8290. So the correct answer would be B. Fun fact, if this was a multiple choice, I would know that my answer has to be B or D because my answers, my ratios has to be a positive number. So because A and C were negatives, it wasn't going to be in the solution no matter what.